the count of 10, you will turn on the lights and begin the review. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I ain't got time for this. What are you talking about? Hello there, CriterioNate here, number 454. Number 454. Lars von Trier's Europa, or Zentropa, if you will. 1991, 107 minutes, black and white and color, stereo in English and German with optional English subtitles, 2.33, God, what a mouthful. Anyway, so as you know, I fucked up on the Chungking Express movie review all the way back then. I'm doing Europa, not El Norte. This is later. This is now. And yeah, I guess I was just like, oh god, Lars von Trier, I don't want to see another movie by this guy. But actually, this one wasn't bad. It wasn't half bad. It wasn't great. It was very confusing in bits, but I think the movie, like, shot really interestingly, like, you know. It's hard to explain, so I'm not going to give away a lot of the plot, because I still didn't really understand a lot what was going on. At the same time, I kind of want to see this again. This is another movie, like The Element of Crime. I think with a second viewing, you get a little more about it. You get a little more of it. And this is a movie that definitely, with a second viewing, you get more of it. So, but I'll tell you what I know. Basically, it's about this guy. Well, okay, it's about this guy named, what's his name? Leopold Kessler, who is this, like, American-German guy who is like a defector to Germany or something, and his uncle gets him a job as a sleeping car conductor in a train, and all the while his life is narrated by Max von Sydow, you know, this random voice who just, you know, narrates his life. And he's thrown into this job, and he ends up becoming, like, involved with the Nazis. And it's set in Moscow, I think. Is it where? Oh, Frankfurt. No, Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah. And he meets Barbara Sukowa, who plays a woman named Kate, who we know from Berlin Alexanderplatz and one of those Fassbinder movies. And yeah, they fall in love and they get married, but she finds out she's a spy, working for this. She's a werewolf, as they're called, and yeah. So that's all I can remember. That's all I can really piece together. Is you know, and he ends up. There's a plot involving Leopold being told to blow up the train that he's on. And yeah, the plot's really confusing, and I didn't get a lot of it. But again, The Element of Crime was really confusing too. But with the second viewing, I got it more. Now the big thing that really got me was how it was shot. And that's what I really liked about this movie. It was shot really interestingly. It jumps back and forth between color and black and white within the scene, and he does this technique where, like, he shoots, like, at any given point, suddenly the background will be in black and white and the foreground will be in color. So basically the scene will all suddenly, you know, where he's filming one scene, he'll suddenly alternate to filming the scene, the background of the scene on film, on a screen, and the foreground, the actors are in color. And I just, like, and there's bits where, like, he does, like, little jump cuts where somebody walks in front of the camera and suddenly they're both in, so the whole scene's in color, the whole scene's in black and white. And it was really neat how he did that. I really enjoyed that. It's definitely, and I like the color, and the black and white I thought was much better than the sepia tones of The Element of Crime. I thought his use of, you know, of both black and white and color were really well done. Outside of that, again, you know, and the narration, the way Max von Sydow is a legend, and his narration really helps kind of give the movie a little something extra. You know, definitely adds to the mystery of the movie. And The other thing I wanted to comment is that apparently this is, one of the things that Lars von Trier has become known for is doing like series of movies, trilogies. And apparently this is the third and final part in the Europe Trilogy, or the Europa Trilogy, or something like that. The first being The Element of Crime, and the second being Epidemic, which isn't in the Criterion Collection, and the third, of course, being Europa. And they're all centered around Germany, and there's a long interview from 2005 where von Trier talks about all three of those movies and how they're all connected. And I thought that was probably the most interesting part of all the supplements, because I have no interest. I have no immediate interest in seeing Epidemic, only because it's von Trier, and I still hang my opinions of Antichrist and Nymphomaniac higher than anything else, which of course I haven't seen either, but I've seen enough of them. And Antichrist, oh god, when are we gonna get to that one? So that'll break me. I'm sure that's gonna break me. But we only have two more von Trier movies anyway right now: Breaking the Waves and Antichrist. None of his other movies are in the Criterion Collection right now, so that's the size of it. Which, if we kept it like that, that's fine. Keep it like that. Don't put no more von Trier in the Criterion Collection. Don't do it. We already got enough weird shit in this fucking 900 plus movie bonanza. Anyway, yeah. So Europa is and I think another thing that really confused me personally was the fact that when they jumped back and forth between English and German. That was really hard to keep track of, and I'm sure I'm not the only one with that one, but at the same time, again, it's just, that's another reason why I gotta watch it again, because just the language changing was a little just, at least went over my head. Anyway, outside of that, yeah, it's actually not a bad movie. I definitely liked it. I liked it a lot more than The Element of Crime, definitely. Yeah, I was just really bugged out by the way he shot it and all that, and from the early '90s too. That's really, really neat. I don't know if anybody else has ever. I mean, I know people have done screens and people on the screen, but like I never thought about the shooting in black and white and then adding touches of color. That's really cool. So I kudos to von Trier for doing all that. So anyway, Europa, confusing. The language and stuff is weird. I'm gonna give it. It's still really. I thought the ending was still interesting enough, and I give it an A-. The minus just because of the plot and the language switching. So, but everything else was amazing. The acting was amazing, and just the narration, the cinematography, everything was fantastic, and the soundtrack. The soundtrack was really nice too. It was really, really, really nice soundtrack. Who's the guy? There was an interview with him. Joachim Holbeck. There's an interview with him on the supplements disc. Yeah, so Europa gets an A- from me. I would definitely check this one out, especially if you're interested in seeing really interesting cinematography. Good stuff. Supplements. There's a documentary called The Making of Europa on the first disc, as well as the trailer. On the second disc, there's just a shit ton of documentaries. One called Trier's Elements, which was from '91, which has von Trier talking about his movies and stuff like that, and from the Cannes premiere, film festival premiere. There's a documentary called Anecdotes from Europa, which collects all these newer interviews with people who worked on the movie, as well as I mentioned before, the interview with Joachim Holbeck, who did the music, the interview with Lars von Trier talking about the Europa Trilogy explicitly, and a bunch of other interviews, interviews with costume designers and the actors and stuff like that. And there's also a short film called Europa, the Facial Location, the Fake-Owl Location, which goes back to the movie, all those years later, and it's like this guy went there and like shot a bunch of stuff. And Ghislain, who was the who was he? He was he was the who was he? Oh, he was the assistant director. Yeah, he shot a bunch of footage in 2005 and put some stuff together or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, that's that. Europa. If you want to know everything about this movie, go get this collection. A-. So that's it for me. I'm sorry I didn't get it done yesterday. Just life has been happening, and I don't like that life has been happening because I'm supposed to have plenty of time right now. Took some time off from work, and it ended up working. What are you gonna do? But I got it done now. Tomorrow, definitely, without a doubt, White Dog, because I've been waiting to see this. This looks absolutely fantastic. And again, Samuel Fuller, I mean, I'm on the fence about him. I wasn't crazy about Shock Corridor or The Naked Kiss, but I really like Pick Up on South Street, so there's that. White Dog sounds fantastic, and I am really, really intrigued. So this will be tomorrow, and possibly, quite possibly, we're going to do The Taking of Power by Louis XIV as well, because I'm dying to do that one. So. Well, I'm not dying to do this one, but it's short, and this one's short. So 2 short movies together could mean business. And then, as far as the Eclipse series, which is supposed to be next after this, I don't know, because I'm still waiting on The Age of the Medici, and I don't know if it came in. So I'm going to check right now. So if it came in, I'll get it on Tuesday, and we'll start. The Eclipser will start with whatever it is. I guess Blaise Pascal on. You know what though? I don't have time to do it on Tuesday. So we're probably going to go and do Magnificent Obsession, which I got. I don't have it in here now, and I'm not going to get it to show you. But yeah. So the plan is tomorrow, White Dog, and quite possibly The Taking of Power by Louis XIV. Fingers crossed. I can't guarantee it, but if not, then of course we'll do Taking of Power on Tuesday, and then we'll try to. Well, you might do Magnificent Obsession on Wednesday. Probably not, but you never know. If not, definitely Thursday. Although by that point, I may end up doing, or the Eclipser might end up doing the other one then, or whatever. Some of that is English. Anyway, let's see. Did it come in? Oh, no, it has not come in yet. No, wait. Yes, it did. No, it didn't come in. Did it come in? No, yes, it did. It did come in. Damn. All right, well, there's that. And I've already got all, yeah, so, and I got the next 2 after that coming in, the, whatever those are. The Exterminating Angel and Simon of the Desert. Oh, God, Buñuel. No. So those are coming, and so yeah, we're making progress. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't let Max von Sydow narrate your life, because he might get you killed. Although what better voice to narrate your life? And don't fall in love with the woman from Berlin Alexanderplatz, because she's a werewolf. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So, and don't blow up trains. Don't blow up trains. So, anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow for White Dog, and quite possibly The Taking of Power by Louis XIV. And until then, goodbye.